Hi guys, welcome to something different in this channel. I've noticed that I've been uploading a lot of Bloodborne and Pokemon Sun, and I just wanted to try something different. So, one thing that I really have enjoyed over the years, and I don't really play so much anymore, but I still kind of play from time to time, is the Pokemon TCG. So I thought maybe we could play a quick Pokemon TCG game. Well, by quick I mean a very long and tedious game of the Pokemon TCG, because what I'm going to be playing today is my personal favorite deck called Sableye Garbodor, and basically what it is it's a control deck. So what I'm going to be trying to do to my opponent is just absolutely control their board state so that they just can't do anything, and eventually they will just run out of resources and run out of cards, and I'll be able to win the game. So let's see what happens. I'm going to like to go first here. It's always nice to go first just to set up. I do get to start with the Sableye, which is really nice. 2 Super Rods at the beginning of the game isn't necessarily what I want, but I really don't need to worry about that. Anything I can discard right now, any item cards that I can discard at this moment, isn't going to be a big deal, because with Sableye, you have 2 options, and he's going to be our main focus in this deck. So I'm going to go ahead and attach a Life Dew here. If you don't know what Life Dew does, if this Pokemon is knocked out, you take 1 less prize card, so he won't take a prize if he knocks this out. I'm going to go ahead and take an Ultra Ball here. I'm going to get rid of Garbodor and 1 Super Rod. So this is a bit sticky. I need to draw. Like, that's what's most important right now. So I think I am going to grab a Shaman-EX. Shaman, draw until you have 6 when it's placed onto your bench. I am going to play Super Rod just to thin my hand out a little bit, get my Garbodor back. It looks like Trubbish will be really nice in this matchup. If I can get one out on the first turn, that would be ideal. And I did. Hooray. So let's go ahead and use a Trick Shovel here. We'll look at our opponent's deck. Get rid of that Max Potion. Earlier on, I wouldn't really care because we're not going to be doing damage to his Pokemon. So we're just going to play N here. Maybe we can get a Float Stone down on the Trubbish, which would be ideal. But I'm not 100% sure if that's what we're going to be able to do. Trainer's Mail. We did get it. This is nice. This is actually really nice so far. I am going to put that Float Stone down on Trubbish, and I will attach to my... I actually will not attach this turn, because there's nothing I can really do. I'm just gonna lay off for a little bit, because if he Lysanders in Shaman or something, then I'll be able to retreat it, so it won't be the worst thing in the world. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait for my attachment here. Probably not the best idea, honestly. Oh, it's Greninja. Fuck. Fuck. It's Greninja. Alright, so it's extremely important that we get Garbodor out here. Extremely important. Because otherwise we're just not going to be able to do what we need to do. I really want to get rid of that water energy down on his Froakie. So that is something we're going to need to focus on doing. Which unfortunately we have not done it. I might consider getting another Trubbish up, just in case he decides to KO my Garbodor. This is an auto loss for me. Just in case you didn't know, it is an auto loss for me. Unless he plays poorly. A lot of people might not know how to play this deck, so I might be in the running to actually do well against this deck, but it is very, very, very... It is going to be tough. It is going to be extremely tough. I'm going to take an Ultra Ball here, I guess. I could take a Super Rod and get one back, but... should I? Yeah, I kind of want the Ultra Ball just to set up another Garbodor. I don't even know if I have that guy, though. I am just going to take a Super Rod. I might regret that later. But just in case he is able to knock out a Sableye, or my Garbodor, or something else, I just don't want him to do that. Greninja doesn't play any item disruption, so I think I'm good on that. So Garbodor is really nice. Unless something has changed, I really have been out of the scene for a while. I think Greninja is a pretty straightforward deck. where it just plays Talonflame and Remoraid and Froakie and all that. So what'll be nice here is if he does maybe perhaps get a Water Duplicates off. If he does, that's fine. It's extremely okay with me. But he can't do more than one. And now Artillery could be a problem. Actually, he is playing this extremely poorly. Just probably as poorly as he could play this hand, as this game. If he does only Water Duplicates for one Frogadier, he's good. He just lost the game. He's benched too many Pokemon already. So, I'm going to use Trick Shovel. What do we got here? We have a Rare Candy. I actually don't mind so much that he can... Maybe he can have that. I'll get rid of it just because, I don't know. I am going to bench another Sableye. Go ahead and attach an energy to it. Versus Seeker for N. And that's what I'll do there. I want to get rid of his energy. He didn't play a supporter last turn, which is nice. So I don't really want to play N necessarily. And then I'll just Junk Hunt, and I'll grab the Trick Shovel, and I'll grab the Versus Seeker. Maybe he has a Greninja in hand, but as far as I know, he doesn't have a supporter right now. I probably should have let him draw into that Rare Candy, just so I know what he was drawing into, because he hasn't played one the past few hands. So we'll see what happens here. He might just pass. Attach and pass. Professor Birch's observation. Flip a coin. If heads, he draws 7. If tails, he does not. He draws 4. So he is going to be knocking me out here, which is bad. I need to draw and do a Lysander. I'm not sure why he put the Floatstone onto his guy there. Interesting. So he knocks me out, which is fine. It's no real big deal there. I just need a Lysander. And that will definitely help me in my quest. Shuffle back those guys in. Give me a Trick Shovel. Town map. I'll let him get rid of that. I don't want him knowing what he can draw into. And I think we're just gonna end here. I am gonna attach to this Bunnelby, and we'll end. Lysander would have been really nice there. Unfortunately, I didn't get it. So what are you gonna do? Just giving me more time here. Retreat. Trainer's Mail. I would like Jirachi, but it doesn't matter, I suppose. I'll take the Tool Scrapper. And I'm just going to Junk Hunt, and I'm going to get back the Life Dew and the Trick Shovel. Do I want the Trick Shovel at this moment? I'm going to take the Trainer's Mail. I'm going to try and dig for a Lysander next turn. Because if I can actually get a Lysander next turn, I could start the chain of just Lysandering up something. Like his Octillery or something, with that hefty 2 retreat cost. Or maybe a Frogadier that takes 1 retreat cost. There's no doubt in my mind that he doesn't have an energy right now, so my Sableye is going to die. I just need to stop him from doing that. Oh, maybe he doesn't have the energy. Alright, so he gets his energy back, which is fine. And he's going to use a Starlight Splash, which is bad. Starlight Splash? Moonlight Splash. I don't know. If he plays 4/4 Greninja, I could see this going terribly wrong. But he's already benched so many things. Like, none of this matters. Like, why would he use the Greninja Break? Like, I just don't completely understand. He just doesn't have the abilities. Which is just not good. Moonlight Splash. Bada bing. Boom. Bop. Dead. So this is bad. So it may seem it looking bad, but that's the first prize card he's taken. So it doesn't really matter all that much, to be completely honest. Go ahead and get Sableye, get a Life Dew on him. Trainer's Mail, Lysander? No Lysander. Okay, well, I am most likely going to Sycamore this hand away after playing the Tool Scrapper. Getting rid of this. Gonna go ahead and Sycamore here. Drew into the Lysander, which is great. Drew into multiple Lysander, which is just awesome. Crushing Hammer is completely useless in this matchup. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Super Rod and Tool Scrapper here. Just so I can get my Sableye back, an energy back, and that would really be about it. So even if he decides the Moonlight Splash again, I'm going to have another Sableye to come into. I'll have another Sableye to put on the bench, and then I can just go ahead and just bring up his Octillery, which is what I'm going to be doing. I'm hoping he only plays one Floatstone, so he won't be able to get back that Octillery. Because considering that I already discarded one, it's extremely nice. Just extremely nice. Bring up that Octillery. I do have Tool Scrapper. I don't need it right now, though. I can use this. I actually don't care if he plays Sycamore or not. I'm gonna get rid of it, though, just to speed things up just a little bit. I will Super Rod this turn, getting back 2 Sableye and an energy, which is nice. And then I will Junk Hunt for a Trick Shovel and my Life Dew, just so he won't be able to take any more prizes, because that is what we're basically doing. Prize denial, basically just trying to get rid of his resources. That's the name of the game here. I like our spot here. Crushing Hammer might be useful now, so I am going to Team Flare Grunt here this turn. Team Flare Grunt, go ahead and Trick Shovel. Look at our opponent's deck here. Get rid of that Sycamore. Don't want that in his hand, so we can draw fresh cards. And we will just go ahead and Junk Hunt and grab a Crushing Hammer and grab our Trick Shovel, which I think is the best case scenario. Fantastic. Everything is actually going pretty well for us right now. I knew once I got into a Lysander, he just wouldn't be able to do anything. This Octillery just has too hefty of a retreat cost, and if I can just keep denying him of his energy and of everything, of him trying to retreat this, I should be okay. Like, even if he does get a Floatstone on this Octillery, I'm still in extremely good shape. So he hit Tails on the Birch, which is fantastic, because now I can control what he's drawing into. As long as he doesn't have a supporter able to draw cards, I can basically look at what he's going to draw this entire game. Except now, because now I used my my Trick Shovel, so I don't know what he's going to draw into now. But still, I like where I'm at right now. I'm going to take my Versus Seeker and a Trick Shovel, just so I can use Team Flare Grunt again next turn if I so willingly want to. I also have this Lysander, Tool Scrapper. I have everything I need in my hand right now, which is just absolutely phenomenal. It really won't get much better than this. He's just going to keep drawing and passing. Trick Shovel one more time. Drawing into that Water Energy. I'm going to get rid of it. Even if he gets back his Water Energy, there's just no way he's going to be able to. There's just no way. There's literally no way I think he can win this match now, because I'm going to have the resources to just keep building up my deck. I'm not going to run out of resources, and he just is. He can't get any of his 4 Greninja out. He has this Froakie on the bench, and I'm slowly just withering away all of his energy, which is phenomenal, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I might even try and knock out that Water Energy on his Greninja. And 3 straight tails, and there's the heads. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and look at the Trick Shovel, see what we got here. Fisherman, we don't want him having that. We don't want him to refill his deck with energy. That just sounds terrible. And an Ultra Ball, he can have that. He can have that Ultra Ball. It's fine. Get our 2 Crushing Hammer back, because why not? He really needs to retreat this Octillery, and if he doesn't have another Floatstone, that's just he's just SOL. He seriously is just SOL. He's not going to win this game. And this is what this deck can do. Like, in tournament play, you're going to play one game. You're most likely going to win or tie. And, like, that's it. That's just all you're going to do. I will junk hunt just right away and grab another crushing hammer. I actually don't really... I'm going to just grab 2 trick shovel. Because why not? Just keep on controlling his board. I don't know what this card is. If it is something good, I hope it wasn't a float stone, because then otherwise I could have prevented that. But, yeah, everything should be okay. Draw into a float stone, so if he even tries the Lysand or something, Sycamore, there it goes. Trick shovel. Opponent's deck. Froakie, he can have that. We don't care if he has that Froakie or not. It just doesn't seem too concerning right now, to be completely honest with you. Excuse me. Just had some pizza, so still trying to get rid of everything. He has 16 cards left in his deck. I like where I am at. I'm surprised he hasn't given up by now. He has the Fisherman. He's going to be putting more energy into his hand, which just doesn't matter. Just doesn't matter. He can... I'm eventually just going to run him out of resources. Opponent's deck. Remoraid. I might even start going in with Bunnelby, to be completely honest with you. Because at this point, I really just don't think he can do anything. I'm gonna junk hunt one more time and get my 2 trick shovels back. Because I just think I'm in such a good situation right now. I could come in with Bunnelby, put the float stone on him, and then go back to Sableye like nothing happened. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Get a little trick shovel action going. Get rid of that dive ball. And we'll get rid of the Sacred Ash. Perfect. We don't want him to have that Sacred Ash. Why would we want him to get Pokemon back? That's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. 12 cards left in his deck. So I honestly don't think this match is going to last too much longer. I can discard 4 cards a turn coming up. But I just want to stick with Sableye. Just because Sableye is so versatile, why would I even risk it as of right now? Risking it for the biscuit just doesn't seem that great, honestly. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of 2 energies right there. Like, that's pretty amazing. I'm getting rid of 2 of his cards per turn. He can end right now, and I still am in a really nice spot. Like, he can do whatever he wants. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 cards in my hand right now. He has a very similar number, but, like, what is he gonna do? Like, there's just nothing he can do. Drawing into a Sableye, which is nice. Get rid of an energy here. Get rid of a Versus Seeker there. Perfect. Junk hunts. And I'll take 2 more trick shovels. So let's see, how many Versus Seeker does he have in the discard right now? 2. So he's probably got 1 in his hand. So, I don't know what he can grab, though. Like, another Fisherman to try and stop himself from decking? It's just not going to happen. He has 5 cards left. He's going to have to... Do I have the win next turn? I don't. I needed 4, unfortunately. I'm just gonna... go ahead and trick shovel here. Get rid of that Ultra Ball. And get rid of the water energy here. And then I'll just junk hunt again and grab my trick shovels. Boom! And I mean, if he can't end here, that's the end of the game. Which, I mean, I'm sure he has N. I'm sure he's playing it and he's just saving them all. But, I'm going to have to shuffle my hand into my deck too, so that's going to give me more cards. And Professor Birch, which is nice. I'm guessing he's playing Birch over N, so, like, that's why. He's going to need to get out of this situation, which just isn't going to happen. And now I even have a Team Flare Grunt in my hand. Get rid of that water energy. And what does he have here? Another water energy. So there you go. See ya. Later, Gator. He's probably hating this right now, and like I would be too. But like I'm having the best time of my life. There's nothing like just completely demoralizing your opponent, and like that's how I've always played the TCG, with item lock decks and with these types of control decks that I really do like to enjoy. Let's go ahead and use a Trick Shovel here. Bam. We'll just get rid of the Froakie just because, and then we'll go ahead and Trick Shovel again. And if he doesn't have a way to put more cards into his deck again, this game's over next turn. Because I will come in with Bunnelby, I'll use the Trick Shovels, and then that'll be the game. So he needs to Birch this turn. The game is basically over. He's just completely out of resources. He can Birch again, that's fine. I can N, so I mean, it just doesn't matter. It really just doesn't. If he draws 7, I think it's over. He did not draw 7, which is fine. I'm gonna just keep going, though. Like, there's literally nothing he can do about it. I think I am gonna just retreat and start going into Bunnelby here. Getting rid of an Ultra Ball here. And then what are we gonna get rid of here with our Trick Shovel? Max Potion. He can actually... I'm gonna let him hang on to that just because. Just because. And we're gonna burrow. Burrow once. And we'll burrow twice. Drawing the card, he draws into... Actually, why did I let him keep the card if I'm burrowing? I'm sorry, I'm just being dumb. It's just rust. But anyways, he figured that there's nothing he can do. He wasn't going to run me out of resources. I could have end. And, yeah, that's the power of this deck. Greninja should be an auto-win if you know what you're doing. You shouldn't bench so many Pokemon. But unfortunately, he just didn't know how to play against Sableye Garbodor. And I was just able to completely win the match. What should have happened, if this was a tournament play, he probably would have given up a long time ago, and then beaten me in games 2 and 3, and I just would have tried to have stalled, but there you go. I'm just doing what I can to play the game and playing Sableye Garbodor, you know? One of my favorite decks, absolutely one of my favorite decks. Probably my second favorite deck that I've played in the TCG. So, thanks guys for watching. I'm glad that we were able to do something a little different here. But yeah, I appreciate it, guys. And have a good one, and I look forward to the next video. This was a lot of fun. I'll see you later.